Hi friends, today I'm going to be talking about the upcoming beauty releases for fall 2024. I'm mostly interested to talk about the upcoming Chanel for fall 2024 makeup collection. I'm quite excited to talk about this collection because it was a little bit of a surprise for me. And I also wanted to share with you some other beauty news that I find to be more interesting. So let's go ahead and get started. If you're new here and if you enjoy honest beauty talks and beauty reviews, please take a moment to subscribe. I would love to welcome you to our community. If you're returning, welcome back, beautiful friends. I would like to invite all of you to join me in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the upcoming makeup collections. First thing, I'm going to be talking about the upcoming Chanel Fall 2024 makeup collection. And the photo that you're going to see is from Trend Mood on Instagram. Go ahead and check out this account. I'm going to be using photos from different Instagram accounts in my video, and I'm going to make sure to write the name of the account on the screen. I'm going to also post links to the accounts that posted the information in the description box. I'm going to be looking at my phone and I'm going to be posting the photos of the new beauty releases right here. We're starting with Chanel Fall 2024 makeup collection and two new eyeshadow palettes. So the eyeshadow palettes are 394 and 392. The credit goes, as I mentioned, to Trend Mood. I do not know what to say about this collection, and here please don't be shy, leave a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts on this collection. Looking at the comments under the post on Instagram, I see that a lot of people actually say that this collection is almost like a remake of a makeup collection by Avon, which I'm not familiar with the brand, but initially, I was very excited to see these colors. These colors to me look more like spring colors. They almost look like watercolors. The thing is that I think these are going to be mostly matte colors, and my concern is, are they going to be good quality actually? I like the lilac colors. I really enjoy lilac colors, but these are all matte colors. I wish there was something of a little bit of a shimmer, but we have beautiful greens, lilac in one of the palettes, and then we have pinks and purple in the other palette. I think it's going to be interesting. I'm definitely going to try this collection. Looking at the promo photos, to be honest, I have concerns about the quality, because looking at the photos, it almost looks like watercolors. It almost looks like this kind of colors that are not going to be very pigmented or that are not going to show up very well on the eyelids, and the kind of colors, the kind of quality of eyeshadows that I do not love in particular. By the way, I heard from some of you that Chanel decided to make this year's oversized Le Beige Harmony powders part of their permanent makeup collection. So in case you were not able to buy the light coral, they are probably going to restock it at some point if they make this collection permanent. But this is the information that I got from a few of you actually, confirmed in the US that this collection is going to be permanent. So we are excited about that. I personally liked and enjoyed the Le Beige makeup collection. I still do not have access to their summer makeup collection with the blush and the highlighter. But to be honest, the more they are delaying the launch of this collection, the less interested I become. The summer collection has been available for, I believe, around a month in some countries, and we are seeing photos and swatches, and it's currently available in the US, but it's almost like this kind of a very, almost, I feel like it's almost like an application process to purchase this collection. You have to call the Chanel boutique, you have to have a person that you have to call them and ask them politely to sell you the collection. And it almost, to me, at this point, it starts to feel a little bit disrespectful to me as a customer. It almost starts to feel like I have to almost apply to buy a blush from Chanel. It's like, dear Chanel, I hereby would like to apply to buy a blush from you. And I don't know, you apply for a university, you apply for a job, but should we soon start to apply to buy makeup? I'm just saying that I do not like this approach from Chanel. But anyways, I'm excited to try the fall makeup collection. I usually don't miss Chanel makeup collections. Next, we're moving on to a very exciting release from Guerlain. This year, Guerlain have been releasing amazing quality makeup, and I have been enjoying to use Guerlain makeup a lot. I think that this is one of the brands that is very underrated in the beauty world. Their products are expensive, but at the same time, I feel like they have very good quality makeup products that I happily use. I was not very happy with the reformulation of their lipsticks because I think that they did not make them better, but they just changed the cases so that the old lipsticks that we have are not going to fit into the new cases, which is something that I do not appreciate. They did this change recently, but other than that, I think that they have been releasing amazing quality makeup products lately. I have been enjoying to use their makeup products a lot, and I purchased a lot of Guerlain makeup. I'm not going to skip this release as well. They are going to release a double veil primer from the Parure Gold collection, which I'm going to try. It's going to have SPF 50, also with their skincare ingredients. I love the Parure Gold foundations. I love also their illuminating pan, which I have been mentioning and using in some videos and mentioning it as a favorite. I really love them, so I'm very excited to try this primer as well, especially considering that it has SPF 50. It's always very welcome. And then they're going to have a new micro powder, new loose powder. Again, I'm going to buy these two products for sure. Now, there's a very beautiful new makeup collection released by Bobbi Brown, which is already available in the UK, and I have the opportunity to buy this collection. However, now the colors are beautiful. There are two eyeshadow palettes. Let me know what you think. One of the eyeshadow palettes actually has almost like duochrome colors, which look very interesting, very attractive. But I'm going to skip this collection because the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow palettes are very big. And for some reason, I never use them. I buy them, I have been purchasing in the past, and I end up not using them. So I only swatch them, and for some reason, it just doesn't inspire me to use them. So that's why I'm going to be skipping them, but they are currently available. I'm going to make sure to leave links in the description box for those of you who would like to purchase them. I think that the colors are beautiful, to be honest. The colors are truly gorgeous of both eyeshadow palettes. But knowing myself, for some reason, I just always reach for something different, and I think that not many people are interested in Bobbi Brown, so it wouldn't make sense for me to buy them because I don't use them. And when I made videos in the past also about Bobbi Brown makeup, I see that most of you are not interested to watch this video, so still I am thinking what is going to be interesting for you as well, what I'm going to enjoy using. But there is going to be a very beautiful eyeshadow palette by YSL, and I'm definitely going to buy this one. I love the color story of the palette. I'm going to show you. This is again from Trend Mood, and it's a pastel eyeshadow palette. Now, YSL recently added I believe there were 3 or 4 new colors to their eyeshadow quads, the mini clutch eyeshadow quads, and I skipped those. They were available in Europe they have been available in Europe actually for, I believe, 2 months or even more than 2 months at my local retailer, and I really like them. I swatched them in store. They are beautiful. However, I have probably 5 or 6 mini eyeshadow clutches from YSL, and almost all of them popped out. So I had this issue with all of the YSL eyeshadow palettes. I hope that they fixed the problem. The colors that they recently released are beautiful. Most of the colors are neutral. There is a beautiful orange eyeshadow palette as well. I tried them in store. If the color story attracts you, definitely go ahead and treat yourself. The packaging is beautiful. I only hope that they fixed the problem with them eyeshadow palettes actually popping out of the eyeshadow palettes. I still would be very careful when I use them. But this pastel color story here, it looks very beautiful. So I'm definitely going to be buying this one. And also they are going to release very similar blushes, liquid blushes that are going to be very similar to the Armani liquid blushes. I have fallen in love with the Armani liquid blushes. I love them so much, and I'm definitely going to try also the YSL new liquid blushes. And you can see on the swatch here that one of the blushes is actually almost looks white, which is it supposed to be like a matte highlighter? I'm not really sure. I want to see how this is going to look in store. I'm loving the nude color, and I love the pink color as well. And I would love to try the orange and the white in store to see how would you use a white blush Is it supposed to be like a matte highlighter? I also wanted to mention the new Charlotte Tilbury Stick Foundation because a lot of you have been asking me to review this foundation. Initially, I did not purchase the foundation because Charlotte Tilbury stopped her express shipping, fast shipping, which always puts me off somehow. I always feel like, okay, you don't give me the fast shipping, so I'm just, you know, I'm not going to wait for more than a week to receive your foundation. But then the reviews started coming and I saw the product swatched, and I think that this is going to be a beautiful foundation for people who do not have texture or pores on the skin. I think that this foundation stick is going to look beautiful for people who have dry skin, dehydrated skin, and usually people who have dry skin do not have visible pores. They lack the skin lacks luminosity, and I think that this foundation is going to be very suitable for people who do not have pores on the skin. So generally, if you have very even texture on the skin, I think this one is going to be beautiful. But if you have a little bit of a dilated pores, if you have oily skin, combination skin, for me, this foundation is not going to work, especially right now in the summer months, and that's why I'm not going to be buying it now. Certainly, I'm going to try it because I'm interested, and I think that I'm going to try this one in the winter time when my skin is a little bit sometimes gets dehydrated. But right now for the summer months, seeing the consistency of this foundation stick, I think it's going to be suitable for those of you who have dry skin, but not for me, and not for people who have oily skin, or if you have a little bit of texture, a little bit of dilated pores. I think that this one is going to be hugely emphasized by the stick foundation. So there is no makeup product that is going to work for everyone, and I know that this stick foundation is not my cup of tea, and it's not going to work for my skin, especially in the summer months. Chanel recently launched a new fragrance. They created a new flanker to the Gabrielle fragrance, and this is Gabrielle L'Eau. I tried this one in store because it has been available in Europe for a few weeks, and I had the chance to try it in store. I like the fragrance. It has the Chanel DNA. A lot of you have been asking me what I think of this fragrance, so here are my thoughts. I'm not going to be adding this to my collection because I was not a huge fan of Gabrielle. Initially, I loved the fragrance, but I have a full bottle that is unused of Gabrielle, and I also have the Gabrielle Essence, a small bottle, and even though I like them at first when I smell them in store, it's not my type of fragrance. It's not the kind of fragrance that I reach for, and I have, I would say, a nice fragrance collection. I have a lot of fragrances to choose from, and somehow I never choose to wear Gabrielle fragrances. Now, the newest version of Gabrielle is definitely fresher. It's very suitable for the summer months, and if you enjoy Gabrielle, I think you're going to enjoy this new version as well. It is less long-lasting compared to the original Gabrielle fragrance, the Eau de Parfum, and it's more fruity. It has, I can definitely feel more tuberose in this fragrance. So if you're a fan of tuberose, white floral fragrances with a touch of fruits, it has a nice fruity opening with a little bit of citrus. It's perfect for the summer months. I felt very, very tempted to buy this fragrance, but I'm not going to buy it just because every time when I buy a Gabrielle fragrance, it ends up being unused. Completely new bottles just sit in my drawers, and that's why I'm going to skip the fragrance. I also wanted to mention the new Lcom highlighters and the bronzers. I have fallen in love with the bronzers. I tried them in store. I am skipping them, unfortunately, because I have way too many bronzers, and I ordered way too many bronzers for this summer, which I'm not going to be able to use. This is a limited edition, and I think that most people have already seen this one. So it wouldn't make sense for me to actually review these bronzers because I think that they are already sold out in some countries. But I tried them in store and they are divine. The texture of the bronzer is so buttery, soft, smooth. They are matte. They are absolutely gorgeous. And the palest shade of the bronzer is actually going to be my perfect for fair skin tones in the winter months. I was not that blown away by the highlighters. The highlighters are good quality. They are nice. I like the pinkish highlighter. The quality is good, but it's not something that wowed me. It's not something exceptional, but the bronzers, excellent quality. I absolutely loved it. Okay, friends, and now I want to share with you my unpopular opinion about the Patrick Ta highlighters, the new Patrick Ta highlighters. Now, whatever Patrick Ta creates, it always becomes viral because I think that influencers love Patrick Ta's products, and everyone is like screaming and shouting. It's like, I don't know what's happening. And I have tried a few products from Patrick Ta, and I truly appreciate his creativity as a makeup artist. I'm sure that the products are, I've tried a few products, a few of the overhyped products that literally like when I see influencers almost like screaming with excitement, I cannot get the excitement. Like the products for me personally, everything that I tried, everything that was overhyped was average. It just, I tried them and all of them stay unused, and they are already, some of them are old because I don't use them. Now I have to say that the highlighters are beautiful, and maybe the pink one grabs my attention. Let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know why this happens, and is anyone like me out there? But I just don't get the hype. I just don't get all of this like excitement. Some people are even, you know, buying from different countries. Not that I was not doing this with Chanel makeup. Of course, everyone has some preferences and everyone is crazy about a certain brand. But for me, it's just that the highlighters look beautiful, yes, okay. But I know that if I buy one, I'm not going to use it. I'm almost sure that I'm not going to use it because like I cannot get the hype. The packaging, the products, nice, but not so nice. Not to the point where I reach for them actually. And all of the products that I purchased, I rate them as average. Let me know what you think in the comments. Am I making a mistake? By Terry released 4 new bronzers, and usually the By Terry powders, they are exceptional quality. But again, I'm going to skip those for the same reason why I'm skipping the Lcom bronzers, just because I have way too many bronzers. And since I buy all of my products, I have to consider my budget, what my budget is going to be also, and am I actually going to use and enjoy the products that I'm buying, because sometimes you just have to think about your budget, and sometimes I just feel like there's too much waste if I buy a product and do not use it at all and it stays unused, a new product, and just getting old there in my makeup drawers, and then after like a year I have to declutter it. It's just sad. And that's why I'm going to be skipping the By Terry bronzers. I have not tried them, but knowing the By Terry quality of powders, I think that if you're looking for a good bronzer, you might want to try these bronzers. And if you already tried them, let me know what you think in the comments. I think these were the more interesting products that I wanted to talk about and that I wanted to mention in this video. Let me know, what are you excited to try this fall season? What are some of your favorite makeup releases, the latest makeup releases? Is there something that I should try and that you would recommend? Thank you so much for watching, for spending time with me, and until next time, bye!